Hello, baseball fans. King Geeky Boo coming to you live from the underground bunker. We are continuing on our Mad Tournament, Rostercard edition, and we are in the Final Four of the American League 1900s. The Final Four teams, the number 3 seed, the 1905 Chicago White Sox. They're 4-0 in this tournament. They face the 1904 Cleveland Naps, the 7th seed. They're 4-0 in the tournament up to this point. And in the other semifinal, the only team that is actual pennant winners of the American League. Of the 9 pennant winners, all of them are eliminated except for the 1907 Detroit Tigers, the 1904 the 4th seed, and they will face the 1908 Cleveland Naps, the number 9 seed. And they're the only team to have lost so far in this tournament, as the Tigers are 2-0 and the Naps are 6-1. They lost one game. They had the most games played, so better chance of losing one game. So the first semifinal is between 08 Cleveland and 1907 Detroit. That one's over. First game was from Bennett Park in Detroit, and the Cleveland Naps win game 1. They were down 4-0 in the 5th inning, and they plugged away until the 8th inning, and they scored 4 runs. And Charlie Piano Legs Hickman was the hero. He hit a 3-run home run to break the 4-4 tie in the 8th inning. And this, one of the great things, I've talked about this before about this tournament, is you get to learn about people like Charlie Piano Legs Hickman. This guy, I don't know who was, I was reading about him, and somebody who played with him that was alive in the 1920s, that was watching the explosion of Ruth, said that this guy, Charlie Hickman, had as much power as Ruth. And he especially hit home runs for Cleveland. He was with Cleveland for, 384 games and hit 26 homers, which was pretty incredible because in the dead ball era, especially the first decade of the 1900s, just picture the ball was something like a Nerf ball. That's how soft. It was just mush. But you had, if you're going to hit a home run, you had to do it early in the game because pitchers just chewed up this ball. They used the same ball the entire game. Pitchers took pride in chewing up the ball, scratching up the ball so they can make it do crazy things. And if you didn't, by the end of the game, it was just a big ball of yarn. And so it was, that's why you didn't have many home runs. But forgot who it was. Someone who played with Hickman and was alive in the 20s said that Hickman had just as much power as Ruth. And if he would have played in the 20s and 30s, he would have hit 50 home runs a year. That's what he said. You can take it for what it's worth. Hickman got his nickname Piano Legs because he was 5'9" and 194 pounds, and he just had these thick legs for a man his size, and so they called him Piano Legs. They also called him Cheerful Charlie. You know, the great ones, I guess, got 2 nicknames. And, well, if you were Babe Ruth, he had like 5 nicknames. But Hickman had 2 nicknames because he was like the nicest guy in the world. Always happy. Didn't have an enemy in the world. And so he was called Cheerful Charlie as well. And he was the hero in Game 1. As Cleveland went on the road into Detroit and won. Came back from a 4-0 deficit and won 7-4 because of his 3-run homer breaking a 4-4 tie in the 8th inning. Then they went to Cleveland for Game 2. And in Game 2, the hero, who else? The manager was the hero. 2 for 4. 2 runs scored. 1 driven in as Cleveland defeated the Detroit Tigers and swept the series 2-0 by a score of 3-2 in Game 2. So, the Cleveland Indians are in the American League Championship Series. The 1908 Cleveland Indians, the 9th seed. The team, their final record was 8-1 so far. They had to play 9 games, and they got to the Final Four by going 8-1. So now that turn our attention to the other semifinal, the other Final Four matchup. We talked about this one before, between the Chicago White Sox of 1905 and, like I say here, the 1906, the White Sox, the hitless wonders. They get all the press. They defeated the all-time great team, the 1906 Cubs, in the World Series and get all the press. However, it looks like this 1905 White Sox team are the superior team. And not only are they 4-0 in this tournament, they are now 5-0 as they defeated the 1904 underdog Cleveland Naps in Game 1. Let's see if I can find the box score. Do I have it somewhere? Should have had this out. Yes, here it is. This one here. So you can see here, they won it easily by a score of 5-1 from Chicago's Southside Park. And Frank Owen was amazing. He pitched 9 innings, 9 hits, only 1 unearned run, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 4. He's now 2-0 and 1.09 in the tournament. So we go to Cleveland for Game 2 and see if the 1904, we call them the unluckiest team in history of baseball. Well, let's see if they can come back and force a Game 3 as they go home to League Park to try to tie this one up. Here are the 5-0 1905 Chicago White Sox. Here's the lineup for the visiting White Sox. Leading off and playing left field, Danny Green. Not the Raptors Danny Green, but the 1900s baseball Danny Green, playing left field. Batting second. He's moved up to the second position because he's been amazing in this tournament. Do I have it up what he's done so far? I think it's over here somewhere. Frank Isbell, 8 for 17. He's batting .471 with a .526 on base and a .647 slugging. And for that reason, he's up to the second position in the lineup, batting second and playing second base, Frank Isbell. Batting third, the shortstop, George Davis. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Jiggs Donahue. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jimmy, or some call him Nixie, Callahan. Batting sixth, the manager, the center fielder, Fielder Jones. Batting seventh, the catcher, Ed McFarland. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Lee Tannehill. And batting ninth, the starting pitcher today, Nick Altrock. And Nick Altrock, so far in this tournament, he is 2-0 with a .276 ERA. He's been excellent. So now the team with their backs to the wall, the home team today, the 1904 Cleveland Naps, leading off. And they'd shuffled their lineup as they're facing a left-hander. Deerfoot Bay is out of the lineup today, the regular center fielder. And playing center field today, leading off, is Billy Lush. They're taking speed out of their lineup for more batting, more offense. Batting second, he's up from the cleanup spot. He's playing in the second position today, facing the left-handed pitcher, the right fielder, Elmer Flick. Batting third, the manager. No, he's not the manager yet. He's the manager in 1906, but he's not the manager. He's just the namesake of the team. Batting third, the second baseman, Napoleon Lajoie. Batting fourth, the first baseman, George Stovall. Batting fifth, the third baseman, the Senator, Bill Bradley. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Charlie Piano Legs Hickman. Batting seventh, the catcher, Harry Bemis. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Terry Turner. And batting ninth, today's starting pitcher with a record of 2-0 and a 1 ERA, Earl Moore. They need him to continue his excellent pitching record if they're going to win this game and force a Game 3. So let's get this one underway without any further ado. Leading off is Danny Green. He's batting .368 in the tournament. Here's the roll. 50. That is a pop out to catcher. Pop out to the catcher, one away. Here's the mighty Isbell. Frank Isbell. He's batting .471 as we said. Here's the pitch to Isbell. 0-7. He's going to have another extra base hit. He's just amazing, this man, to get these extra base hits. The home run is 6 minus 10, so 1 to 6 is a fly out because of the ballpark. Here's the roll. 24. He's doubled. So they have another Isbell. He must be close to batting .500 now. And he's at second base for George Davis. He's batting .250, 5 for 20. He has 3 RBIs. He has 3 runs scored. Here's the pitch to George Davis, switch hitter. 71, that is a walk. So he is going to reach with a walk, first and second, 1 out for Jiggs Donahue, left-handed batter, to face Moore. Moore's having trouble here in the first inning. He hasn't had much trouble in this tournament, but he has trouble today against the mighty White Sox. They're 5-0, as I said. They are proving themselves to be a fabulous team. Here's the roll to Jiggs Donahue, 54. 54 is a ground ball to second base. The runner at second advances. The runner at first is out on a fielder's choice. So that is scored. Oops, I did the wrong one there. I have to do fielder's choice. So 4-6. Out at second, yes. 4-6. Fielder's choice. And now there's 2 out with runners at the corners for Jimmy or Nixie Callahan, depending on who you ask. Here's the roll to Jimmy Callahan. 62, that's a base hit. The first run of the ball game has crossed the plate. Isbell scores. And let's see if the runner at first, who is Donahue, see if he goes to third. Single says holds at second. So the run scores. It's 1-0 Chicago. And they have runners at first and second with 2 out. For Fielder Jones, the manager. Here's the roll. 34. It's a ground ball to second base and the inning's over. But the White Sox jump out to the lead once again and lead it 1-0 after 1/2 inning. Once again, the Naps are going to have to come back if they want to join their fellow Naps in the American League Championship. Here's Billy Lush. He's batting .118, 2 for 17. He's not doing well. To face Altrock, who's fabulous, 2-0, 2.76 ERA. Here's the roll, 93. 93 is a check of an error on Jiggs Donahue. His error rating is 2. The roll is 1. He does commit the error. And so 3, he doesn't steal either. So it's reached on an error. And it's an error on the first baseman, Donahue. So they have the leadoff man on the unconventional way. Elmer Flick is up next. He's not a great hit and run man. He's going to just swing the bat. We're not going to bunt with Elmer Flick. Here's the roll. 91. 91 is a wild pitch check. Altrock's wild pitch number is 5. It is indeed a wild pitch on Altrock. Shaky start. Well, he's rattled by the error, and now he throws it away. And the runner goes to second. So Lush is at second now in scoring position for Flick. He gets the re-roll. Here's the roll to Elmer Flick. 92. It's another check. This one's on the catcher for a pass ball, and it is a pass ball, as his pass ball number is 3, and the roll is 3. So now he reaches on a pass ball. He goes to third. Big break for Lush and the Naps. Oops, I got to go back. He still gets another roll. I've never seen in this game where one guy gets 3 rolls before, but now he's got it. Elmer Flick. They're not going to bring the infield in. They're going to allow the run here in the first inning. If he can just get the bat on the ball. Here's the roll to Elmer Flick. 55. That is an out. Runner is back, as we said. It's a ground ball to third base. An F runner advances. Billy Lush is an F runner. So it's a ground ball to third base, and the runner scores, and we have a tie ball game. 1-1. That one is definitely unearned, and ball score caught it. Good job, ball score. I'm starting to get a hang of this thing. After 24 games, I guess you start to get the hang of anything in life. If you do anything 24 times, or actually I think this is game 25. Sorry. Don't want to sell myself short. But if you do anything in life 25 times, you probably get pretty good at it. Even if it's brain surgery. If you do it 25 times, you might have killed the 24 guys ahead of you, but maybe number 25, you'll get the hang of it. Anyway, here's Lajoie with nobody on. Here's the roll. 0-5. He has an extra base hit. So his home run number is 7. So 1-7 will be a fly out. Anything else will be an extra base hit. Here's the roll. 71. That is a double. So now Lajoie, who was batting .261, gets his 7th hit of the tournament. A double. And we have one man out and a man at second base in scoring position for George Stovall. Stovall is batting .500. He's only facing left-handers, but he is doing very well when he does, as he has 4 for 8 and 4 RBIs with 2 doubles in this tournament and 2 walks. So that's why he's in the lineup today. Here's the roll to Stovall. 0-0-6. Okay, take note, there's a man at second base. We go to the 0-0 chart. 0-0 is like rare play chart. Let's see where we look. Men on base, double zeros, is a man on second chart. The roll is 6. Ground ball to short, hits the runner, runner out, batter safe at first on a single. So Napoleon Lajoie, the manager, gets hit by a batted ball and is out. Okay, so he gets a single, but he's out at second. I don't know how you score that on the put out. I guess, is it the nearest fielder gets the put out? I don't know. You don't give an error to the base runner, so we'll just give to the shortstop. He was the nearest guy. So he is out. He does not go to third. There's 2 men on and he's on first base, Stovall. And he doesn't steal because it's a 0 and you have to roll a 1 to get an automatic steal. So kind of weird. And I've never seen this in all the games I've played where a batter got hit. Or a runner got hit by a pitch. You don't see that in Strat. At least I haven't yet. I haven't seen that in replay. Haven't seen that in action. Give kudos to Rostercard for including that in its game. Here's Bill Bradley with a man on first base and 2 out. Here's the roll. It's 47. It's a fly ball to left and the inning's over. It's kind of a strange inning, but it ends with a 1-1 tie. Go to the away team. Fielder Jones is not up. It's Ed McFarland, the catcher. Here's the pitch to McFarland, 58. That's the lefty-righty split. Moore's a right-hander. McFarland's a right-hander. It's a fly out to center field. No base hit. 1 away for Lee Tannehill. He's batting .235 in this tournament so far. Here's the roll, 71. That is a walk and an automatic steal. So Tannehill is noted for being the missing or the weakest link in the batting order, but he's not doing too bad. He is an average runner. Bemis is an average thrower. So the roll is 50. 50-50 chance for Lee Tannehill to steal the base. Here's the roll, 98. So in this is a strange thing too. You think he's clearly out, but it's not true. Because it's a 98 on a steal. It is a pickoff attempt by the pitcher. Refer to the pitchers if he's an S, A, or W. So we'll look at him. He's a W, so he's got a weak arm. So Lee Tannehill might escape here instead of getting thrown out. So we look at the following chart. This chart can be found on a team's pitching defense chart to the left of the catcher's box. Let's see. Here we go, right here. So the pickoff chart, he's a W, out on 1, safe at 2 to 5, and 6 the throwing error. The roll is 3. He is safe. So he stays at first base and is not picked off, and he's not caught stealing. So Tannehill grabs a break there. The next batter is Altrock. With 1 out, he's going to bunt. He's a 5 sacrifice hit man, so he's going to try it. He's not much of a hitter. He's only 1 to 3. He's one of the worst hitting pitchers I've seen. Here's the roll. 4. That goes to the first baseman. He's a strong arm, so the second roll, has to be 1 to 4 to be successful. 5 or 6, he gets the lead runner. Here's the roll. 6. Tannehill, after all that, is out on the fielder's choice, and Altrock reaches. So that's 3-6. Out at second. First and shortstop are in the play, and an unsuccessful sacrifice now with 2 out, and the slow as molasses, Nick Altrock at first base. And here's Danny Green. He popped out first time up. Here's the roll. 62, that's a base hit. And first to third, you have a risk chance at third base. Roll a 6D, 1 to 4 safe, 5 to 6 out. He's going to hold. So first and second with 2 out. Usually I try on a 1 out, but not 2 out. Still need a base hit regardless whether you're at second or third to score with 2 out. So here is Isbell, the red hot Isbell. He is batting .500 as we thought, 9 for 18. He's a good man to have up there as he's molten lava hot, as I like to say. Here is the roll. 85. 85. Moore is an excellent strikeout man. He strikes him out, the red hot Isbell, and that ends the inning. They leave 2 men on. Good pitching by Moore. Go to the bottom half of the second inning. And up is Piano Legs Hickman. Here's the roll. 59. 59 is the lefty-righty split. Altrock is left-hander. Hickman is a right-hander. He gets a base hit. So he gets his piano legs onto first base. Not much of a threat to steal. He doesn't steal definitely in this situation. Harry Bemis is up. He is right. No, it's not Harry Bemis. It's Terry Turner. I got these guys mixed up. So I have to change them here. Bemis 8 and Turner 7. We'll go by ball score. Anyway, here we go. Terry Turner's up. He is a 5 sacrifice. So let's see. What kind of hitter is Mr. Moore? I know he's not very good. So we will... He'll swing away. Here's the roll. 08. It's a good thing we swung away. Gets a base hit. And the runner advances to third on a W or A arm. To center field, he's a S. So he holds at second base. 2 men on, nobody out. First and second for the catcher, Harry Bemis. Bemis is batting .143, 3 for 21. He'd be a good candidate to sacrifice. However, with Moore batting behind him, doesn't really pay. So he's going to swing away. Here's the roll to Harry Bemis. 65. 65. Okay, the -2. Here's one thing I'm learning, more and more about this game. You think this is a very simple game. In many ways it is, but there's so many things to learn about this game as well. And one of the things is this -2. I just thought, whoa, it must be really telling us this guy doesn't walk very much. But what it means really, is that the W on Altrock's card is not 73, it's a 71 for Bemis. But that doesn't come into play as it's a 60. If it was -2 single, it would not be a single. because it'd be 63, but it is a 65, so he gets the base hit. Man on second to home, all runners score, and the man on first, F or A runner to third. So the runner on first is Terry Turner. Terry Turner is an A, and it says F or A runner to third. So the base hit by Bemis, the runner scores, and the runner on first goes to third. So it's first and third, nobody out. And an RBI for Harry Bemis. And the Naps lead it 2-1. Here's the next batter, Earl Moore. As we said, he's a poor hitter. So what we're going to do is we are going to sacrifice. We're not going to squeeze. We're just going to sacrifice the runner. Oh, he's already there, is he? No. He's the runners are on first and third. So he is going to bunt and try to get that runner at first out of double play. Out of the double play position. Here we go. Here's the roll. It's a 4. That's the first baseman. Donahue is average, so the second roll is still 1-5. Here's the roll there. 5. He needed every bit of it. And so, successful sacrifice. Runner holds at third. Sacrifice. Stay on third. Runner advance to second. And that is an assist for the first baseman. And a put out for the second baseman. So there's one away now. Runners at second and third now for Billy Lush, who reached on an error first time up and scored. Here's the roll to Billy Lush. 28. That is a strikeout. Huge strikeout for Altrock. Keep the runners at second and third. And that brings up Elmer Flick, batting .440 in the series, or in the tournament. With 2 out now. Here's the roll to Elmer Flick. 0-1. That's an extra base hit. His home run is 11. The ballpark's -10. Altrock is -1. So 1-11 is a flyout and the inning's over. 12-69 is a double. 70-100 is a triple. Here's the roll. 0-7. He keeps the ball in the ballpark, Altrock, and saves 2 runs. What a play in this game that we will think about at the end, as the ballpark saves the home run, saves a home run, turns it into an out, and 3 runs are saved. And that is to which fielder? Do we know? It's to left field. So what a key play in this game. Instead of a 3-run homer by Elmer Flick, it is an out. And it's still 2-1 Cleveland. Holy cow. And we go to the top of the third. Here's George Davis. He walked in the first inning. Here's the roll. 38. That's a fly out to center field. Fly out to center. 1 away. The fans are still buzzing about that play. Here's Jiggs Donahue. Here's the roll. 70. That is a walk. So he reaches on a walk. And he does not steal, as the 0 is treated like a 10. And they needed a 1-4 to automatic steal. So next batter is Nixie Callahan with a runner at first base. Here's the roll. 78. Now, I think I talked about this in a previous video. If it's not a walk in the 70s, it becomes a ground ball double play. So an ending double play. Nixie Callahan rolls into that, or grounds into that. That is a 6-4-3. And the inning's over. So we go to the bottom of the third. It's still 2-1. Elmer Flick is not up. He was robbed. Here's Lajoie. Here's the roll. Lajoie 58. That's a lefty-righty split. Altrock's left. Lajoie's right. It's a base hit. So he reaches on his second hit of the game. He's doubled and singled. He's halfway to the cycle. No stolen base chance, as the 8 is higher than a 4. Brings up Stovall. Stovall's an excellent hit and run man. He's going to hit and run right now. Stay out of the double play. Here's the roll. 23. So here's one case where I believe that we were hurt by the double play. This would have been a hit by pitch if we didn't, we were hurt by the hit and run, because it would have been a hit by pitch, but I think 23 is just out of the range, if I remember right. 23, yes. So if the second digit is a 3, it's a ground out. Runners advance. 3 is the first base. So instead of a hit by pitch, he does advance the second. That's what we wanted. So it is a ground out to the first baseman, and the runner advances. Instead of first and second, nobody out, it is man on second and 1 out. That brings up Bill Bradley. Bill Bradley has flied to left. First time out. Was made the third out of the first inning. Here's the roll. He's got a man in scoring position. Here's the roll. 89. 89 is a fly ball to center field, and the runner holds. Fly ball to center. So Bradley does not come through in this situation. But it brings up Piano Legs. Piano Legs, first time up, singled and scored. Here's the roll to Charlie Hickman. Cheerful Charlie. Here's the roll. 08. It's an extra base hit. Will he be robbed again? He's a home run hitter. In this case, 1 to 11 is once again robbed by the ballpark. So for Charlie Hickman to hit 26 home runs for Cleveland when their ballpark is an extreme anti-home run ballpark also says something about his power. But here's the roll. The second roll. It is 34. It is a double. And the runner on second, Mr. Lajoie, scores. So it's now 3-1 Cleveland. They really want to make this we don't have many. It's amazing this tournament. We've had one game 3. I think in the all the series of this tournament, it's been all sweeps. That really says that the team that's won has been the better team. They really proved themselves. But could we have here in the Final Four a game 3? Looks that way so far. It's still a long ways away, but the Naps are up 3-1. Double from Charlie Hickman. He is 2 for 2. Here's Terry Turner, the shortstop. 2 out. Runner at second base. Here's the pitch. 58. He's a right-handed batter. Altrock's a left-handed pitcher. It's a base hit. Second to home is an assist chance. And it is to center field. He's a strong arm. S-arm throws runner out 1-5. So if we send him, we have to roll a 6 in order to score. Otherwise, he's going to be out at the plate because of the great arm of Fielder Jones. This man was not called Fielder. I don't think his mother called him Fielder. He was given the name Fielder because of his amazing fielding, and he is a great fielder. S*1. And he's showing it here. He's got an excellent arm, and should we go for it? It's only a 1 out of 6 chance. However, Harry Bemis is up next. I think he's already singled. He has proven that he could get a base hit. So we're not going to send him. We're going to respect the incredible arm of Fielder Jones. And it's first and third. 2 outs for Harry Bemis, who's already singled and driven in a run. Here's the pitch to Bemis. 30. So, but if we went by this roll, it was a 1 anyway, so we would have been out at the plate. Pop out to... which one was it? The catcher. Pop out to the catcher. Inning over. But the Naps score again. And they've scored in every inning. They put the straight number up 3 times and lead 3-1. We go to Fielder Jones, the great fielder, to lead off the 4th. Here's the roll. 65. 65 is higher than Moore's hit. So it is a ground ball to third base. 1 away here in the 4th. Next batter is Ed McFarland, the catcher. Here's the roll, 74. Does he have a minus here? No, he doesn't. So it is 74. Now, here's the thing. If it's on the nose as well, but he's a comma, so that doesn't come into play either. So he definitely walks. He doesn't steal, though. So how many walks? He has 3 walks. 4 walks already for Earl Moore. His control is shaky. The pressure's getting to him as he's pitching an elimination game. Here brings up Tannehill. Here's the pitch. He's got a man on first base. Here's the roll. 87. 87 is a strikeout because of Moore's great power as a power pitcher. And he gets a strikeout. There's 2 away for Altrock, a horrible hitter. He is 2 for 7, though, in this tournament, so he can get the hit. He's a switch hitter, which probably helps him out. Here's the roll. 80. That's another strikeout. So he's walked a lot, and he's struck out. How many batters has it been? So Moore has walked 4 and struck out 3. Altrock hasn't walked anyone and struck out 1. But that ends the inning, and it's still 3-1 Cleveland. It brings up the pitcher, Earl Moore. Here's the roll, 33. That is a strikeout. 1 away here in the 4th. Go back to the top of the order for Billy Lush. He struck out and reached on an error and scored. An unearned run. Here's the pitch, 79. It is a fly out to right field, 2 away. Brings up the man who was robbed. He was robbed of a 3-run homer, Elmer Flick. Here's the pitch, 31. He is lined out to second base, and that ends the inning. So go to the 5th, and it's still 3-1. Brings up Danny Green, the leadoff hitter. Here's the pitch, 24. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 4 for Moore. Next batter, Frank Isbell. 83. That's another strikeout. The man is got the curveball. Uncle Charlie hooking today. George Davis. See if they can strike out the side, which rarely happened in the dead ball era. 80. But he did it. Another strikeout. And he's getting into the groove. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. And it's still 3-1. Here's Lajoie. Lajoie's 2 for 2. Here's the roll. 63. He is 3 for 3. And he tries to steal as well. So he is a super fast runner. That's 75. McFarland's average, so the roll is 75 to steal. Here's the pitch. It's okay. We got this same thing here. A pitch. Here's the steal attempt. So it's another pickoff attempt. And just to refresh my memory, that just, you know, when you're getting old, you have to look at the rules again. So we look at this. He is a strong arm, Altrock. So he's not going to get off as easy as the White Sox runner. So in this case, it's a... Where is this? Oh, it's at the top? No, it's in the base. Down here. Steal. Here we go. So he's out 1 to 3, safe 4 and 5, and a throwing error. So it's a 4. So he is safe. So he doesn't steal, but he doesn't get thrown out either. So he lucked out. So Lajoie's at first base. Next batter, Stovall. And he was robbed on that hit and run last time. But we're still going to do it. We don't want any double plays. Get rid of that screen. Here's... No, we don't want that. There we go. Just trying to make it so it's... just trying to make it so when you go to the... See, if you go to this, Acrobat, you go out here, you're no longer the main window. So you got to click on it to get to be the main window. That's why I did that. Anyway, here's the roll. 61. And if you look on the hit run chart, 61, it's a single. It is a single. And on the hit and run, he goes to third. So the hit and run pays off there. He goes to third. And it's 2 men on, nobody out for Bill Bradley. Here's a roll to Bill Bradley. 26. 26 is a strikeout. And I tell you, Altrock gets the strikeouts when he has the men on third base. Here's Hickman. Hickman today, 2 for 2. He's singled and doubled, driven in a run. Here's the pitch to Hickman. 88. 88 is a fly ball to center field. The runner on third holds. So amazing pitching by Altrock to keep his team in this game. They shouldn't be in this game. They should be up 6-1, 7-1 now maybe. But he's pitching, he's keeping his team at only 2 runs down. So it's a pitch, it's a fly ball to center field, and the runners hold. Now it's 2 out. And that brings up Terry Turner. Here's the roll. 67. 67's a fly out to left, inning over. So they dodge another bullet. And it's still 3-1, Cleveland. Here's Jigs Donahue. What's Donahue done today? He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's the pitch to Jigs Donahue. 79. 79 is a fly ball to right. 1 away. And he was shaky early, Mr. Moore, but he is settling down. That ends a 5 consecutive strikeouts, which is the longest of this tournament. Here's Nixie Callahan. Here's the pitch, 54. 54 is a ground ball to second base. 2 away. And Moore is in a groove for sure now. Here's Fielder Jones. 83. 83 is another strikeout. That ends the inning. How many strikeouts does he have now? Moore has 7 strikeouts. So we go to the home half of the 6th. It's still 3-1. Here's Bemis. 98. 98 is an error check on Fielder Jones. The roll's a 1. He is a 1. This is the only blemish he has is 1 instead of 0. And as a result, he gives up an error. A rare misplay by Fielder Jones. A 1-base error. 8 is higher than the automatic steal. No automatic steal. Next batter, Earl Moore. Gives him something to do, which is bunt. Here's the roll. It is a 3. That goes to the first baseman. He's an A, so no effect on the second roll. Here's the second roll. 6. So that means, let's see here, exact rule. Sacrifice bunt. If it's a second roll is a 6, it's popped up. Roll again. If the dice roll is 2, then the lead runner is also out. Double play. So in this case, if it's anything but a 2, he gets back to first. But if it roll a 2, then he gets picked off too. So here's the roll. It is a 3, so he gets back. So it's a pop out to the first baseman. Runner holds. Not a very good bunting here by Moore. It's 1 out here in the 6th. Runner on first base. Brings up Billy Lush. He is 0 for 3. Here's the roll. 53. He's 0 for 4. It's a ground ball to first base. But the runner on first advances. So it's one of these. Runner advances. So we have a runner in scoring position with 2 out. For the snake bit Elmer Flick. Here's the roll. 55. Ground ball to third base, inning over. So after 6 complete, the score is 3-1 Cleveland. Go to the top of the 7th. Ed McFarland is up. Here's the roll. It's 32. He's popped out to catcher. 1 away. Moore is... He has retired how many in a row? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's retired 9 in a row since he walked. And he hasn't given up a hit since the second inning. That's exactly the type of pitching that the Naps wanted and needed. Brings up Tannehill. Let's see, he's a 38. So Moore also, he's only at third time through. He can go 4 times through without getting tired. So he only had a 12-11 record. He was on a team of the unluckiest team. He was the unluckiest pitcher. Here's the roll of Tannehill. 99. That is a check on the range of Elmer Flick. He's a comma. If this would have been a 6, it would have been a base hit. But it's a 5, so he makes the play. Fly out to right field. Second out of the inning. Now, I think it's too early to bring... to take out Altrock. There's two out in the inning anyway. So chances are, even if you pinch hit and the guy got on, I mean, we're only in the 7th inning, so he's going to hit for himself. 54, it's an out. Anybody would have had an out on 54. Ground ball to second base. And they still get the services of Altrock. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, and it's still 3-1. Brings up Lajoie. Lajoie's 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double. Here's the roll. 16. He's going to be 4 for 4 as a base hit. No automatic steal. The manager has come to play today. Here's Stovall. And again, he's going to hit and run. Here's the roll. 94. 94 is a check on the second baseman. Isbell. Isbell is an asterisk, so he makes the play. Now, let's see what happens here, because we've hit and run. It's going to be probably a little bit different. Defense, second base on singles, second base on errors. Because right now it's calling for the double play. Doesn't say that it takes away the double play. Doesn't say anything about that. So I'm reading that as it's a double play. I mean, you've seen it. There's chances of hitting it into a double play even on a hit and run. If it's hit real hard, right to the batter, and he goes close play for sure at second base, but I don't see anything else but a double play here. So it's a 4-6-3. Great play by the second baseman, Isbell. He's not only a great hitter, but he's a great fielder as well. And that erases 2 men here in the 7th. Here's Bill Bradley. 33. That's an out. Ground ball to first base. Inning over. We'll get the pitcher involved. Make him feel good. So we'll go to the 8th inning. It's still 3-1 Cleveland. And Danny Green leads off. Green has struck out, singled, and popped out. Here's the roll. 33. That's another out. It's a ground ball to first base. And Moore... Did I say first base? I think I did. Thinking about announcing and playing. So sometimes it's tough. But I'm just marveling at Moore, how dominant he's been since the second inning. Here's Isbell. He's even keeping Isbell off the bases. He only has that double the first base runner in the first inning that scored. But he's struck out twice since then. He had a 500 average, is now down to 450. Here's the roll. 1-0. He's back on base. Base hit for Isbell. And that ends the hitless drought for the White Sox since the second inning. So he's on with 1 out. And it brings up George Davis. They need 2 runs, so he's going to swing away. Here's the roll. 80. 80's a strikeout. Whenever he gets men on base, he reaches back and throws something extra and gets a strikeout. That, I believe, is number 8 for Moore. Jiggs Donahue's up with 2 out. Runner at first base. Here's the roll. 71. That is a walk. So now there's 2 men on. The tying runs are aboard for Nixie Callahan. Callahan's batting .261 in this tournament. He's a right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. 87. That's a strikeout. Strikeout number 9 for Moore. To end the inning. He is blowing them away. Here's Piano Legs. He's having a good day. He's 2 for 3. And here's the pitch. Now we have to look at Altrock. He's a 35. We don't want that. He's 35. That's 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. He's got 3 batters left before we have to worry about the fatigue. Here's the roll. 46. Ground ball to short. 1 away. And the cursor's in the wrong spot. Now we have to look. Oh, yes, at 46. We look at the shortstop. Could be an error, but if this was a 1, it would have been an error, but it's a 6, so it's no error. So still ground ball to shortstop. 1 out here in the 8th. Brings up Terry Turner. Here's the roll. 1-1. It's a base hit and an automatic steal. So let's see what his number is. Turner is an A. That's average 50. So it's a 50-50 chance. Here's the roll. 44. He steals it. So he's now in scoring position with 1 out for Harry Bemis. He seems to be on base all the time or coming up the plate in a key situation. Here he is again. Here's the roll. 76. That is a ground ball to shortstop. Runner at second advances to third. So if they didn't steal the base, it would have been a double play. So ground ball to, who was again? Shortstop? Shortstop, yes. So 6-3. Runner advances to third. Now we have a runner at third with 2 out for the pitcher Moore. And they're not going to take him out. He is dominating this game. You don't take out a guy who's dominating like this. He wants 10 strikeouts. We haven't had 10 strikeouts in this tournament. We haven't had even close to that. But Moore is going for it today. So he's going to... But look at this. He pitched. It's a 57. He's a right-handed batter. So he gets the base hit. And the run scores. And he has a 4-1 lead. Here's Billy Lush. 4-1 now, Cleveland. 0-5. He has another base hit. And the runner at F or A, runner to third. He's an S. So he goes only to second. 2 men on for Elmer Flick. Seems like it's always 2 men on for Elmer Flick. But he's ended the inning 3 times. He doesn't want to do it again. Here's the pitch. 31. He will. Line out to first base and ends the inning. But they score another run. It's 4-1. So last chance for the White Sox. Here's Fielder Jones. 68. 68 is higher than the 63. It's a fly out to center field. 1 away. Down to the last 2 outs. Here is McFarland. McFarland has walked. Otherwise, he's been 0 for 2. Here's the roll to McFarland. It's 37. It's a line out to third or left field. Fly out to left field. He's not going to get his 10th strikeout, looks like. Unless he can get it here. Let's make sure that's what he's going for. He's got 9. He wants 10. But he's got to strike out Lee Tannehill. Here's the pitch to Tannehill. 53. It's not going to be a strikeout. It's a ground out to first base. He'll have to settle for the victory. He is definitely the player of the game, unless you give it to Lajoie, who was 4 for 4. You know, toss a coin. Who's the player of the game? Who do you think? Is it 4 for 4? Or is it Moore with this dominating performance? I mean, he did walk a lot of guys early in the game, but he was just lights out from the 3rd inning on. I mean, we're looking at the wrong team here. But from the third inning on, he was just dominant. So we go and we will give Moore the victory, Altrock the loss, and we're going to have a game 3 here in the semifinal. So we will export for the White Sox. Export for the Naps. We have a game 3 coming to you from Chicago tomorrow night. Until then, with the final score, the 1904 Cleveland Naps force the game 3 with a 4-1 victory. 4 runs, 14 hits, no errors. And the White Sox were 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors. We're signing off. Once again, this is King Ikeboo coming to you from Tuktoyaktuk, where the score is 4-1 Cleveland. We'll see you in game 3. Goodbye, everybody.